back to our channel as we delve deeper into the dramatic world of Genoa. Today is a great day to analyze the power struggles within the business world and the family betrayals that have us all on the edge of our seats. Let's get straight to the heart of the story. The plot intensifies as Lily warns Victor, defending Kane's interests, and the secrets she holds fill Victor with fear. Genoa City has always been a battleground for corporate supremacy and family legacies. But the recent tensions surrounding Chancellor Industries have elevated the stakes to an entirely new level of intensity. Lily Winters, a woman who has fought tooth and nail to honor the profound legacy of her late father, Neil Winters, finds herself standing at the precipice of a massive corporate war. For months, she has navigated the treacherous waters of high-stakes business, fighting to secure a stable future for her family and her company. Her recent efforts to rebuild her professional and personal relationship with Kane Ashby have been fraught with external skepticism, particularly from her brother Devon. But Lily has remained fiercely committed to her choices. However, the fragile peace she thought she had brokered with the most dangerous man in town, Victor Newman, is about to shatter in spectacular fashion. The promise of an intact Chancellor Industries, free from Newman interference, was the foundation of their agreement. But Lily is quickly learning that a deal with Victor Newman is rarely as straightforward as it seems. The atmosphere inside the towering glass and steel structure of Newman Enterprises is always thick with intimidation and absolute power, but on this particular day, it serves as the stage for a spectacular collision of wills. Lily Winters marches through the pristine corridors with a purposeful, furious stride, her mind racing with the undeniable evidence of sabotage that has been systematically dismantling the stability of Chancellor Industries. Every recent setback, every inexplicable hurdle thrown in Kane Ashby's path, points directly back to the puppet master sitting on the top floor. The protective instincts that define Lily as a mother and a CEO are fully ignited, burning away any hesitation or fear she might normally feel when confronting the ruthless patriarch. She is no longer the young woman who can be easily manipulated or intimidated by Victor's legendary scowl. She is a fiercely independent leader demanding accountability. As she approaches the heavy mahogany doors of the executive suite, she does not bother to announce herself to the executive assistant, choosing instead to let her righteous anger lead the way. Without a single knock to signal her arrival, Lily bursts through the heavy double doors of Victor Newman's office, the sudden noise shattering the quiet authority of the room. The sheer audacity of the intrusion hangs in the air, a physical manifestation of her boiling rage. Behind his massive desk, Victor Newman sits with a terrifying, stoic calm that has broken countless adversaries before her. He does not flinch, nor does he immediately demand an explanation for her sudden, aggressive entrance. Instead, he simply raises his eyes, his expression a masterclass in unbothered superiority as he silently assesses the furious woman standing before him. The stark contrast between Lily's fiery, dynamic energy and Victor's cold, calculated stillness creates an incredibly tense atmosphere. This is not merely a business meeting, it is a profound clash between the protective legacy of the Winters family and the insatiable, controlling appetite of the Newman Empire. Lily stands her ground, her posture rigid, refusing to let his intimidating silence diminish the righteous fury that brought her to his doorstep. Wasting no time on pleasantries, Lily immediately launches into a blistering verbal assault, laying out her accusations with sharp, undeniable precision. She directly accuses Victor of actively and maliciously sabotaging Chancellor Industries, orchestrating a shadow campaign designed to destabilize the company from the inside up. Her voice rings with absolute conviction as she details the recent, inexplicable corporate hurdles that have specifically targeted Kane Ashby's leadership and reputation. Lily refuses to let Victor hide behind plausible deniability, pointing out that the precision and ruthlessness of these attacks carry the unmistakable signature of a Newman operation. She fiercely defends Kane, making it clear that she sees right through Victor's attempts to undermine her partner's career and cast doubt on his capabilities. For Lily, this is not just an attack on a business, it is a direct, unforgivable assault on her family's stability and the man she has chosen to trust again. And she demands that Victor answer for his treacherous actions. The core of Lily's outrage stems from a profound sense of betrayal regarding the explicit agreement they have previously established. With her eyes locked onto Victor's, she fiercely reminds him of the promise he made to her, a solemn vow to hand over Chancellor Industries entirely intact, allowing her to run the company without the suffocating interference of the Newman machine. She emphasizes that his current meddling is a blatant, undeniable violation of that foundational agreement, a breach of trust that threatens to destroy whatever fragile professional respect existed between them. Lily articulates the immense pressure she is under to protect her father's legacy, and how Victor's deceitful tactics make a mockery of the legacy she is fighting so hard to preserve. She demands to know how he can justify shaking her hand in agreement while simultaneously holding a dagger to the back of her company, challenging his honor and the worth of his word in a world where corporate promises are often the only currency that truly matters. In response to her fiery accusations, Victor Newman remains infuriatingly composed, his voice a low, resonant rumble that betrays absolutely no guilt. He calmly and categorically denies the accusation of malicious sabotage, expertly twisting the narrative to position himself not as an aggressor, but as a benevolent guardian. With a condescending edge to his tone, Victor claims that his actions are solely driven by a desire to protect the precious assets of the Winters family. He paints himself as a seasoned visionary who can see the dangers that Lily is allegedly blind to. This classic Victor Newman manipulation tactic, framing his absolute control as an act of paternalistic protection, only serves to infuriate Lily further. He refuses to acknowledge any wrongdoing, smoothly pivoting the conversation away from his own deceitful actions and focusing instead on the supposed vulnerabilities within Chancellor Industries. Victor does not hesitate to identify the specific vulnerability he claims to be protecting the Winters' legacy from, Kane Ashby. With a dismissive sneer, Victor openly questions Kane's character and his fundamental trustworthiness. He reminds Lily of Kane's past transgressions, his previous dark ambitions, and the numerous times he has brought chaos to their lives, conveniently ignoring his own extensive history of far worse crimes. Victor argues that placing a man with Kane's track record in a position of supreme power is a catastrophic risk, one that he cannot in good conscience allow to happen. By attacking Kane's credibility, Victor attempts to gaslight Lily into believing that her own judgment is compromised by her romantic feelings, and that his covert interference is a necessary evil to prevent Kane from destroying the company from within. Lily, however, is completely immune to Victor's toxic brand of manipulation. She fiercely challenges his twisted definition of protection, throwing his words back in his face with unwavering defiance. She refuses to be intimidated by his patriarchal condescension, making it abundantly clear that she does not need Victor Newman to play savior to her or her family's legacy. Lily asserts her own authority as the CEO, declaring that she is more than capable of assessing risks and managing her own personnel, including Kane Ashby. She vehemently defends Kane's profound growth, his recent exoneration, and his unwavering commitment to her and the company, rejecting Victor's attempts to weaponize Kane's past against their future. The confrontation reaches a boiling point as Lily draws a hard line in the sand, challenging Victor to prove his innocence if he truly claims to be uninvolved in the sabotage. She vows that if she uncovers definitive proof of his interference, she will not hesitate to retaliate with the full, devastating force of Chancellor Industries, promising a corporate war that will leave casualties on both sides. The air in the executive suite is thick with unresolved tension as the explosive argument reaches a temporary, simmering impasse. Realizing that Victor will never openly confess to his crimes in a face-to-face confrontation, Lily decides that further arguing is a futile waste of her energy. With a final, piercing glare that promises this battle is far from over, she turns on her heel and strides out of the office, her heart pounding with a mixture of adrenaline and deep-seated anxiety. As she walks down the quiet, carpeted hallway of the Newman executive floor, her mind is racing. She knows Victor is lying. She can feel the deceit radiating from him, but she needs concrete, undeniable proof to stop him. The encounter has only solidified her darkest suspicions, leaving her hypervigilant and acutely aware that she is navigating a dangerous minefield where Victor controls all the hidden explosives. She pauses near an alcove to collect herself, taking a deep breath to steady her trembling hands, completely unaware that fate is about to hand her the exact ammunition she has been desperately searching for. It is in this quiet moment of reflection, lingering just out of sight near the executive suite, that Lily's world is suddenly turned upside down. The heavy mahogany door to Victor's office has not closed completely, leaving a slight, fateful crack that allows sound to travel into the silent hallway. Lily's breath catches in her throat as she hears Victor's voice, no longer guarded or playing the benevolent protector, but sharp, commanding, and deeply conspiratorial. He is on a private phone call, speaking with a level of ruthless candor that he would never display publicly. The sheer shock of the moment paralyzes Lily, rooting her to the spot as she strains to hear the details of the conversation. The ethical dilemma of eavesdropping vanishes instantly, replaced by a desperate, primal need to uncover the truth and protect her family. Every word Victor speaks feels like a physical blow, confirming her worst fears and revealing a level of calculated malice that surpasses even her most cynical expectations. The true horror of the situation crystallizes when Lily realizes exactly who is on the other end of Victor's clandestine phone call. It is not a rival CEO or a disgruntled employee. It is Matt Clark, the dangerous, amnesiac wildcard currently living on the Newman ranch. Lily listens in absolute, stands silence as Victor meticulously outlines a diabolical, multi-layered plan to use Matt as a weapon of mass corporate destruction. The details are chilling in their precision. Victor instructs Matt on how to infiltrate Chancellor Industries, how to exploit Kane's vulnerabilities, and how to systematically frame him for corporate malfeasance. The goal is not just to cause minor trouble, it is a calculated campaign to completely discredit Kane Ashby, to ruin his professional reputation beyond repair, and to force Lily to remove him from power. Hearing Victor orchestrate this treacherous plot, utilizing a man with Matt's violent, unstable history as a pawn, sends a shiver of pure terror down Lily's spine. It is a level of psychological warfare that threatens to destroy everything she holds dear. The depth of Victor's betrayal hits Lily with the force of a freight train. It is one thing to engage in aggressive corporate maneuvering. It is an entirely different, unforgivable atrocity to weaponize a vulnerable, amnesiac man to destroy the life of someone who is actively trying to redeem himself. Lily is profoundly sickened by the realization that Victor is exploiting Matt's desperate desire for redemption, twisting the man's confusion into a tool for his own vindictive agenda against Kane. The sheer lack of humanity in Victor's scheme is staggering. He is willing to risk the stability of Chancellor Industries, the mental well-being of Matt Clark, and the hard-won happiness of Lily and Kane, all to satisfy his insatiable need for control. As she listens to the final instructions being delivered over the phone, Lily's initial shock slowly morphs into a cold, terrifying clarity. The illusion of Victor Newman as an honorable businessman is completely shattered. Standing in the shadows of the Newman hallway, Lily Winters undergoes a profound, irreversible transformation. The fear and anxiety that have plagued her moments before evaporate, replaced by a steely, unyielding resolve. She now possesses the ultimate truth, the undeniable proof of Victor's treachery, and she knows exactly what she must do. She cannot simply confront him again, she must outmaneuver him. She must protect Kane from the impending ambush, and she must find a way to neutralize the threat posed by Matt Clark before Victor's toxic plan can be fully executed. The stakes have never been higher. This is no longer just a fight for a company. It is a battle for the soul of her family and the safety of the man she loves. Lily realizes that she is engaging in a full-blown corporate and personal war against the most powerful adversary in Genoa City, but she is no longer fighting blind. As Lily silently retreats from the executive floor, her mind is already racing with strategic countermeasures. The psychological toll of the morning's revelations is immense, a heavy burden that she must now carry in secret as she prepares for the impending conflict. She knows that she must act quickly and decisively, warning Kane without triggering Victor's suspicions, and potentially finding a way to reach Matt Clark before the Newman patriarch completely corrupts him. The storm clouds are gathering rapidly over Genoa City, promising a confrontation that will shake the very foundations of the corporate landscape. Lily Winters, armed with the explosive truth and fueled by fierce, protective love, is ready to face the tempest head-on. She will not allow Victor Newman to destroy her legacy. The battle lines have been drawn in the shadows of Newman Enterprises, and Lily is fully prepared to risk everything to ensure that Victor's ruthless reign of terror is finally brought to an end.